Um, we're in the middle of an Edge of Eternities draft, and I just found out that my mic was muted this whole time, and so now I am unmuting my mic and introducing this draft. We're looking at a really good blue-green deck. We started off with the what was it? The Eumidian Terrabotanist, and then followed up with the Biomechan Engineer. Just very strong cards, but we'll get through all of that. Right now, I'm looking at a 4-mana 4/4 with landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, double the power of target creature you control until end of turn with a Warp 3. Amazing card. Just a 4-mana 4/4 is what you want to be doing. I've got enough 2-drops already, so let's take that. But yeah, you'll see I'm looking at a really good baseline here of a bunch of 2-drops, a little bit of interaction with the diplomatic relations, mental modulation, and then specimen freighter. Got some big beaters. Biomechan engineer is going to be a great one for us. Seed ship agrarians, phenomenal. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, create a lander token. Landfall, whenever land you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on it. Exactly what we're looking for. Just a little bit of card advantage gives us a lander token. The synthesizer lab ship, I'll say I'm a moderately interested in just because I do have some of those tokens and I'm planning on having some lander tokens, so it might be good. But Seed Ship Agrarian's just too good to not take right now. As is, I'm not black or red, otherwise I would take the Interceptor Mechan. The Mechanizoa is definitely in my wheelhouse though. All Fate Scroll is interesting. I would be interested in taking something like that, as well as maybe Dust Bowl, just because it's a super sweet looking card. I don't think Eternity Elevator is anything, but Mechanizo is definitely the best card here, so we're going to take that. Susur Secunde, Void Altar. Now this is an insane one. 2 pay 2 life, sacrifice a creature, draw cards equal to the sacrifice creature's power, activate only as a sorcery. Definitely something I would be interested in, as is Germinating Worm, Thawbringer, or Dauntless Scrapbot are what I'm looking at here. The Dauntless Scrapbot being a 3-mana 3/1 that creates a lander token and exiles a graveyard. The Germinating Worm, I'd love one. Thawbringer, I'd love one, but I'm going to take the Dauntless because it is a uncommon. I do want to take up. I would take a Susur, but not not right now. Not in this situation. Mental modulation is something I might be interested in. Pull through the weft is a little bit. I mean, like our deck is looking good right now. We don't have very many non-creatures. It might be good in the late game, but I don't think we're gonna be that slow. Um, if we do end up playing black, it's probably more likely that we will play the Alfariel. I don't think we will, but it's possible. Blinkmoth Nexus looks like it would be really good, but Broodguard Elite, um, 2 green and an X with a warp with a green X. This creature enters with X, 1/1 counters on it. When it leaves the battlefield, put those counters on a creature you control. You can just get it in and buff. Definitely a good card. Do I take another one or do I take a Sammy's? I do almost think I take another one. But I want a Sammy's. I'm gonna take a Sammy's. I think the lander tokens can be very good. Cryo Shatter is very good. Well, okay, Cryo Shatter is not very good. Cryo Shatter is doable, and I will play it in the deck. Biosynthetic Burst is definitely something I will play as well. 2 mana for a 1/1 counter on target creature. It gains Reach, Trample, and Indestructible. Untap it. Just a little bit of a combat trick. Chrome Companion or Nutrient Block. I'm going to take the Nutrient Block. It might be something that I play. I could have taken the Giant Dragon, the 4/4 that deals 3 when it enters, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to play any red. Here, second spell, sure. Or well, here, let's just take the rare. Like having rares. Thawbringer comes back around. I think I'm in a good spot. I'd love to pick up like 2 more Biomechan engineers. Oh, sure, I'll pick up one of those too. I would also like the Larval Scoutlander. But Genomorph Imago Blue and a green for a 1/3 flying. Landfall, when a land you control enters, target creature has base power and toughness 3/3 until end of turn. If you control 6 or more land, that creature has base power and toughness 6/6 until end of turn. So just extremely strong, exactly what we want to be doing in this deck. Um, yeah. No, give me another one of those or a Biomechan Engineer. And I'd like to get one more 5-drop, probably. Hmm. I don't think you pass the End Stone. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think we play the End Stone. I will. You social engineering is probably the actual play here because getting up to 7 mana for the End Stone when it doesn't do anything in the very first turn you play except for put you at half life. That's probably not very good. Yeah, let's go with the use social engineering. Endstone did a lot of work for me in the pre-release, but I imagine the pre-release might be a little bit easier than events online. I do like the secluded Starforge though. Galactic Wayfarer is probably the move though. I still don't really have anything that I'm looking to splash, really. But I do like the lander tokens. I do like the ability to ramp up that mana. I do have things to do with that mana. I would like to see a draw, put target artifact or creature on its owner's library. See, I wouldn't mind seeing a Lost in Space. I think the Secluded Starforge is something that I would be interested in, but the Galactic Wayfarer is just very good. I will take another use social engineering though. That will 100% go in. The vote out is something I would be interested in, but this is kind of now I take another biomech engineer. That's an easy pickup. We're in a fantastic spot here. We are going to put in a Melt Strider's Resolve, 1 mana fight effect. Also gives you +2 toughness. I think that one's relatively simple to get in there. I think I'm going to get rid of the Biosynthetic Burst. Loading Zone. If one or more counters would be put on anything, I don't think we're doing any of that. We are diplomatic relationsing people, though. All Fates. Thawbringer for the sideboard. Sky Singer for the main deck, getting rid of Sinister Chronologist. Intrepid Tenderfoot goes in, and I think I probably... I drop a Fungal Colossus, that's for sure. Tap a creature and draw a card. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm dropping Gene Pollinator. The Gene Pollinator gets dropped. We're at 17 land. We need to stay at 17 land. We got quite a bit going on here. I think I dropped the Sky Stinger or the Thawbringer. Sky Stinger, because I have the diplomatic relations. It deals damage equal to its power. And then, which one of the 2 drops? What's the worst 2-drop, and why is it Intrepid Tenderfoot? It's not. It's Mechan Navigator. Actually, let's get rid of mental modulation and bring back that Mechan Modulator. I think that's what we're looking at here. Blue green. I haven't played blue green yet, but this is going to be a great opportunity to test it out. I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to be playing green again. Sorry again about missing the first pack of that draft. I think you caught the least interesting part of it, which is a little bit sad, but still, it could have been worse. And I'll be real, our deck is looking pretty good. Genomorph Imago is going to come in as a 1/3 with flying and be able to get in a couple of times. Still think those lands are so cool. And then I am going to do that, do this, pop this, and then attack. Oh, straight 3-color. Yeah, so I think I probably island, hit this. Got the Mechanozoa going. I just try to get in for some damage, I think. Because Genomorph Imago is gonna be doing some stuff here soon. Next turn I'm gonna be able to play land and then play you social. If I want. Ooh, the fight effect is good. I have more coming though. Yeah, so let's play that. And then we're going to attack for 2. And we're going to play you social. I'm going to counter it. He just naturally has 4 colors here. Please go get the 5th color and then play the space station. Oh. I'm kind of sad. These lands are kind of sick. I wonder where did these lands come from? I'm very impressed. Shadow Shatter works on a 5/5. Makes me happy. Oh. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. On that. And then I'm going to pass. And we're gonna see what he wants to do with that. He's sitting on 7 mana. Survey Mechan. 10. Sacrifice this creature. It deals 3 damage to any target. Target player draws 3 cards and gains 3 life. This ability costs X less to activate, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. It controls 4, so it costs 6? Or does it cost 10? I will not block anything there. I'm going to play this. And I'm going to put it on this. And then I'm going to play this. And this. We're going to all all attacks. 3 attackers. I don't think I played that right. I probably should have attacked with everything, waited for him to block, and then done the fight. I would have gotten the double tap. The double tap's on my Death Toucher, that's fine. I was gonna say, that's crazy. Draw a card, then discard a card. I think I discard the forest because it's just a 2/2. I can play this next turn. That's fine. You go down to 1. I've got 4 attackers, you've got 2 blockers, you've got 4 cards in hand. Fair. I still have 4 attackers and you have 3 blockers. Okay, now you have no blockers. And that's a little bit scary. So if I attack with everything, I have 4 attackers. What are his best blocks? He blocks here, 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 here. So he would lose a 4/4, he would keep his 5/5, his 5/5 would untap. So he'd have 2 5/5s and a 3/3. He has to block all 4, so 2 things are dying. That blocks there. This blocks here. This blocks here, and this blocks here. So he's left with a... So he can block here, he can block. So he can be left with these 3 and only lose 2. Let's swing with this, and swing with this, and make him block. We'll see what he has to do with that. Fair. Also fair. That leaves me in a much better position next turn because I have 4 attackers. He only has 3 blockers. This costs 10. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 cards in hand. I've got none. 1, 2, 3. Is that counterbalance? That's kind of sick. Blow out. Okay, destroy target creature. I have 3 attackers. Why did he tap that? You're at 1 life. With nothing? I'm confused. Deals 3 damage to any target. Why? I feel like the card should have updated on MTG Arena, but maybe that's my bad. I think I take 5. another card. Nice. Okay, good game. That was really scary. For some reason, I thought that the whatever would cost 10, and it was like discounted from 14 or something like that. Like it had updated as we went along. No, definitely not how that works. Now I know. Now I know for the future. Well, let's jump in. Game 2. That was a pretty good one. I think we might have made a couple of misplays there, but nothing crazy. And this hand is pretty awesome. I'm here for this. I do think I'm going to play the Eumidian Terrabotanist first. And I do think I will block if he attacks. That's a pretty sick Hissing Quagmire. That's a nice one. Let me do this. And we're gonna hope that I can play the Biomechan Engineer next turn. Ooh. That's a nice play from him. No blocks, sir. And off the top, please. Ooh. Alright, alright. We're gonna play a Biomechan Engineer. And we're gonna hit next with no attacks. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I think I literally have to pass and then pop for next turn. Or I play the Intrepid Tenderfoot. Yeah, I do think not drawing lands is really getting me here. If I drew a land that turn, I think I was good, but I think that was my... Missing that land drop, I think, is what's going to cost me this game. Yeah, I'm about to take 6 here. I don't have anything that can deal with that. Yeah, that's game. On to the next. If we had to land that turn, I think we could have had it. Alas, we did not. Wish us better luck in this next one. I do think that we can come back and get it. 1-1. Nothing like being 1-1 to put the pressure on you. Vananetter. Okay. I think I can take you, Cloud. Opponent goes first. I've got 2 islands. This is a mulligan. And this is a keep. And we're going to put probably the Cryo Shatter on the bottom of the library. Now, let's see what we're looking at. Red, white. We're Lancing last game already. I'm here for it. I'm gonna play a creature before attacking. Nutrient block. Not a creature. Creature. Artifacts you control are foods in addition to their other types and have 2 tap. Sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life. 1. Sacrifice a food deals 3 damage to each opponent at the beginning of each end step if you gain life this turn. And oh, dang, okay. You know, I'm gonna do this and I'm just gonna play Thawbringer. And we're gonna attack. I don't know if we can outrace Ragast, but I do know that Might Form Harmonizer will come down and maybe let me get in 8 damage next turn. And if I can hit him for 10, I'll hit him for 10. I don't think that's how that's gonna go, but you never know. What are you working with here? Nothing. So you know what we're gonna do? I need to get some things going. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. And we're gonna play this. And then we're gonna play this. We're not gonna attack into the 2/2. Hi mana, no double white. I will 100% get in there. These are much more expendable than these. Also, this card is terrifying. The fact that these are in the same set. Just kind of funny. I'm gonna hit the Thawbringer or the Mechan Navigator? I guess I don't get the Surveil because it doesn't die. That's fair. Oh. Okay. Beast. I'm here for you using your 2 removal spells, especially Banishing Light when I'm about to play you Social. And I'm not. I'm just gonna play the Seed Chip Agrarian. I'm gonna no attacks. You got something for Seed Chip? No? Holy moly. So I'm gonna play this. And then I'm gonna play this. And I'm gonna double this. I'm gonna attack with a 4/2 and a 2/2. You can block the 2/2, you can block the 4/2, but I need to get a clock going, and I am going to have the better clock here. Thank you much. Now the lander tokens are going to let me double up on this guy. So if I swing out, he can probably block that. But if he doesn't block correctly, we're going to have some interesting things happen here. And I'm not 100% sure what blocking correctly is. Yeah, good game. Not blocking there was a one. It was one of the choices that you could make. Most definitely one of the choices you could make. You know, I do think that this format is oddly... Ooh, Spinewind's Armadillo. That's some sweet art. 6 mana, 7/7, reach, ward 3. See, I haven't played in a while, so I get to kind of experience all these cards, like, all brand new. When I first started playing Magic, it was during Innistrad, and the very first card I ever, like, the big card, was the Liliana, and I remember collecting, like, the Lingering Souls foils, because they were like the F&M promo, and I loved the Lingering Souls F&M promo art, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get all of these. Way back in my home store, way back when. We're looking pretty good here. I don't like not having a creature. I mean, we do have the Broodguard Elite, but that doesn't really count, if you know what I mean. We are going to be in a position to get 2 2/2s on turn 4, so that's really cool. And we drew an Intrepid Tenderfoot, so there's that. Wandering Fumarole, that is a really cool island. Come on. So... I'm pretty sure I kill that, right? Like, right away. I don't wanna suffer a Manon to live. And now hopefully I draw a land, and I can play this Use Social Engineering, play the land, pop a lander token, get 2 2/2s. This is the goal. If we can do that, we're in a great spot. Oh, looky there. Do I swing for 2? I do think I swing for 2. And then we pop this, and we're gonna go get ourselves another forest so that we could actually cast our Broodguard Elite. Not that we want to cast it. Who knows? Five mana. What you got for me? Self-craft mechan. Ooh, are you gonna sack? No sack. Cryo Shatter. Not a bad one. We're gonna play Use Social. And we're gonna play a forest. And we're gonna get another 2/2. And we're gonna not attack with everything, even though it wants me to, because that's not a good idea. Next turn we are gonna play this for 5, warp 5. Ooh, okay, one sec. Station. When you attack, Dawnsire deals 100 damage to one target creature or planeswalker. Non-spacecraft creatures. Okay. We need to do something about that. Whenever you attack, Dawnsire deals 100 damage. So he's not going to be able to attack if I bounce. So there is that. So we're going to bounce both of those. We're going to go next. And we're going to all attack. We're going to have that get destroyed. And he's going to be able to play... And he's going to be able to Dawnsire, but we should be able to fight. Dream block, fine. Do not care. He's going to sacrifice it though and draw a card. That's fair. That's going to be bigger. I can make this into... Shatter that thing. And then I'm going to all attacks. You're not going to be able to crew. Cryo Shatter doesn't let you crew. I am then going to Broodguard Elite, cast with Warp. I'm gonna cast it for 3, leaving up a green. I am then going to tap. And then I'm going to Melt Strider's Resolve. All right. I think we're in a really good spot here. I don't think that there is much that he can do to save himself. I am sure that there is. I don't know what it is. Diplomatic relations should be able to get us out of anything and put us in a good spot. The Nanoform Sentinel being able to crew and untap and do all of the fun things is super cool. Orbital Plunge is a card. We are going to Diplomatic Relations. Choosing this, choosing that. Bada boom, bada boom. Good game. Not bad. That was almost going to be a scary one. The Dawnsire was a little bit scary. I've never been happier to have fight effects in hands, and now we're sitting at a 3-1. Let's get up to that 4-1. I believe in us. I think we're in a good spot to do it. I've been having some finger issues. Almost like my finger's like out of socket or bruised or something like that. We're going first. We've got the Terrabotanist, use social. Alright. We're keeping a little bit light on land's hand. But we have a 2-drop and a 1-drop fight effect with a use social that we can drop. Immediately rewarded. No, we're not gonna play that. Keeping the forest in hand so that we can use social and Melt Striders next turn if we want to fight whatever he happens to play, which we probably do, just because. So let's play this with Warp. Play this. And actually, yeah. go for it. Are you going to take out my Eumidian Terrabotanist? He's going to shut. Now I just hope I draw lands. I did not, but I did draw a Sammy's. Is he going to play around anything here? I doubt it. That's a good one, though. Wait. You battlefield. Yeah, we want an island. He's going to sack. Fair. Okay, we're gonna start by playing that, and then we're going to play do social, and we're gonna do no attacks. I will 100% take 4. We are going to play this, and then we're going to play this, and then we're going to attack with a 2/2. Little blocks. Alright, I'm gonna play 4/2. Surveil 1, leave it on top. No attacks. Leave it on top. Now he's on a 3-turn clock. And we're definitely gonna crew that. 10 turn. And let's be fair, hopefully it's a next turn clock. That's the goal. Because I don't think that he has a flyer. Or I'm hoping he doesn't have a flyer at least. Yeah, you can play your 4/4 again. You can play a 2/2 too. So it needs to be 9. I'm just playing these out. I'm at 6. And we're just gonna all out attack, not with Terrabotanist. That Glacier Godmaw would be scary. 4, 5, 6. He couldn't cast it though. So let's end turn. Cryo Shatter is good. Black Wayfarer doesn't stop my flyer. I'm gonna swing for 7. Boom. That was a nice one. Not being able to stack the triggers there how I wanted is kind of annoying. Probably should have went into settings to look at that. I know that you can go in there and like change how they get like stacked and like manage it yourself, I think, but that's probably, it's a lot of manual work. And Arena's all about moving fast. Live fast, die young, right? If you're not first, you're last. Have you ever actually watched The Ballad of Ricky Bobby and like listened to how his dad talks? It's kind of crazy. Just actually absurd. That whole movie, man. So we've got a really great hand here. Love this. Would love to see like an island off the top. Let me draw a couple of lands. It is not an island. It's a card that requires an island. Servandum. Ooh. And you know what that means. Whenever another creature you control dies or is put into exile, we're going to play an Intrepid Tenderfoot. And we're going to hope that we draw a land. Just being able to block is a good idea here. I mean, it has Menace, so we can't, so that was a weird thing to think that we could do. I am here for the forest, though. Next, no attacks. End turn. We're gonna pop that for blue, Cryo Shatter this guy, and it's not gonna have power 5 or 4 or greater. That's kind of all we really need. You're gonna play your 4 mana 3/2? No, Barrow Beetle. That's fair. You're gonna have me discard something. So let's discard the yeah, I think I'm gonna discard the Genomorph Imago. It's good, but we're not gonna be there for a hot second. It's gonna get through. That's also gonna get through. We'll activate that. Go find ourselves an Island. That. Ooh, I wish I could play that. I do think that I am going to play the Biomechan Engineer so that I can pop another lander token. I'm gonna say no attacks. We're gonna play on the defensive a little bit here. We've got a big hand. He probably has removal for at least one of these. Block there. The Biomechan Engineer right now is not going to do anything for us. Put the token on your Servandum. I believe. No. Okay. I'm going to activate this as well, just because. Go grab me an island. Just so I can pass through all this. Luminary. Not bad. Down to 1 card in hand. Let's start by Cryo Shattering. And then let's play a Might Form Hydromizer. Grab kill, that's what I was expecting. And we're gonna block the token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we're gonna take. Yeah, we're gonna take 6. With that, I'm going to play the 5/5. No attacks. And we're gonna hope that we're able to block here. Ooh, he's gonna have a flyer, so that's a little bit scary. Flying first strike, 3/4. He's gonna get in for 3. I think I want to play this now. Or do I want to guarantee... No, I want to get this out now. If I draw the land, great. I am gonna swing for 5. That's fair. He's just gonna keep gaining life. Ugh. So I am gonna have to deal with that Wedgelight Rammer in the next couple of turns, which I should be able to if I get the Specimen Freighter out. I'm gonna have to deal with it next turn. That was a worry. Okay, so we're able to block here. We're able to block here. And then we're able to block here. Oh, wait. And then we're able to block here, actually. Oh, no, we're not. So we're going to take 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can do that. Ugh. That's sad. Well, alright. They got me this time. That was a good game. They had a really, really nice curve out. Servandum is a strong card. Who knew? Who knew that Servandum was great? But what are we at? We are at 4-2. Uh-oh. One more, we get another pack and 200 more gems. We can do this. I believe in us. I do believe in us, by the way. I think we can do this. Our deck is pretty good. It's not the best deck that we've had. Definitely pretty good, though. Gee, see, this is... Why can't I have every hand like this? Like, ugh. This is fantastic. Maximum Roughness, Dauntless Drafter. You are not ready. Or maybe you are. I'll be real, I have no idea. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play the Genomorph. I'm gonna play this. Next. All attacks. You got something for me? Return target. That's annoying. Well, I'm gonna play it again. The Sculpting Blast. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand if it was attacking, create a 1/1. That's not a bad card. No. like where this is going because I'm able to do this. Please get rid of that. And I can also play the Biomech and Engineer. And I can move to combat. And all attacks. I like the lander token pop. Well, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna hit that. And then I'm gonna activate this ability to go get this. And I'm gonna activate it on that. And I'm gonna say next, and I'm gonna all attack. And then I'm gonna play a Blooming Stinger. And if he doesn't have a board wipe, we're in a good spot. Sure. Sure. I think I'm just gonna cast it. And I'm gonna tap that thing down. And I'm gonna all attack. Now I've got a double bounce on two things. Yeah, good game. Now we're in the positives. Going infinite. That's what I like to hear. Can we get up to platinum rank 1? Question mark? Today's been a good draft day, honestly. I think I will go check out that sealed event. Possibly not today. This might be a tomorrow thing. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know how long those events go on for, so I'm kind of like, do I hold off? Is me holding off like when does it stop? I don't think it has a timer on it or anything like that, so I mean, we'll check and see. I have to imagine that Sundays are the day, right? Sundays are the day to do the sealed events. All right. We're going to start with a forest. I do think we probably start with the Blooming Stinger. Just because the Blooming Stinger is going to be able to get in whatever they play. And then we're going to do double Biomech and Engineer. Ah, we're going to be in a great spot. Those are pretty sweet lands, I will say. Actually, I lied. We're going to be able to do Thawbringer. This hand is amazing. Like, it was good, and now it's just, like, shaping up to be one of the best. I think we go bottom for right now. We're not, like, opposed to getting more land, but it's not something we need. I think we do go all in. I'm almost glad to keep the Death Toucher. Surveil 1. Okay, I'll keep that on top. And we're gonna play Island, Seed Ship Agrarian. Next turn we can play a land, we can attack, we'll have a lander token, 5 lands, we'll be able to diplomatic relations anything he happens to play. These Biomech and Engineers are going to come in and get us some cards later, so like that's why I'm feeling pretty confident with that. Okay. So I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna go all out. And then if he blocks, I'm gonna pop that lander token. 100%. I can pop the lander token anyways. Put him down to 7. And then we're gonna get a... Yeah, we're gonna get a Biomech and Engineer down. Just one. We're sitting at 6 mana, we got a lander. Siege Tripogarian, if we get to attack with it next turn, is gonna be phenomenal. Diplomatic Relations means we don't get to attack with it next turn, which is sad. But no blocks. I'm gonna play an island. And then I'm gonna swing with a 2/2. I'm gonna see what he does with the 2/2. Does this just deals damage equal to its power? So it wouldn't actually take the death touch. A little sad, but sacrifice lander. I'm gonna try to get some draw off this Biomech and Engineer. I'm gonna make him remove it, that's for sure. If I get to untap with it though. Hopefully he tries to go for like another fight or something like that. I can interrupt it. Okay. That's a broken card. I am going to... make him remove my blooming whatever. Okay. He does have the unravel. But locks. Might be able to play it next turn. Activate that ability, man. I will double block. If he decides to play the Starwinder and try to attack, I will double block. Drawing 4 cards. Jeez, man. This is insane. I mean, if you've got something. If I had a big old blocker, it would not be as great. And that's for certain. I don't know if Cryogen Relic is the play. That doesn't affect the board, doesn't give you blockers, doesn't apply anything. I'm trying to tap down my Biomech and Engineer. I can still pay 8 to tap and draw cards. Shatter. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna 100% just activate this ability again. I'm gonna play a Biomech and Engineer. All with Axe. Okay. So this is Vigilance and Haste, not Trample. So let's block that. Double block there, block there. Okay. So if I don't block there. So this is Trample. So that's 7. Yeah, I have to do all 4 blocks like that. He gets Trample, and that's the issue. Ah. I think I have to activate that. If he has any land, he has a lander. Yeah, I think that gets me. There's nothing for me that I can do here, I don't think. Because he's got a lander. He can play a Starwinder and then pop a lander. Yeah, that's a good game. Jeez. Glacier Godma coming in hot. Not gonna lie. Ooh. I almost felt like that was ours to lose, too. He definitely pulled it out there at the end, but 5-3, not a bad run. I mean, that's going positive, more than we spent to get in. Let's go open those packs. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I don't know necessarily what we hope for in these packs. New stuff? Nothing new. But hey guys, it's been an absolute pleasure having you along on this draft. Sorry again about missing that first pack, but going 5-3 with a 2-pack dandy, I'm not too opposed to that. Let me know down in the comments if you're enjoying this draft format, if you think green is the best color in the format like everyone else. And I'd love to hear from you. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.